The man who quit his job for nothing. Picture this. A dimly lit apartment, the floor decorated with empty beer bottles, a crumpled pizza box on the table, and a man sprawled on his couch, snoring like a malfunctioning vacuum cleaner. That man is Matthew Englewood. At 39, Matthew was what one might call formerly handsome. Black hair that was once perfectly styled now looked like an electrocuted porcupine. His sharp jawline, now softened by a pouch of regret and too many late-night beers. His career? An accountant in a mid-sized firm? His love life? Non-existent. His wife had walked out 6 months ago. His dreams? Oh, just a simple one. To win the lottery and become filthy rich overnight. And that's where his problems started. Because instead of saving, investing, or doing anything remotely responsible, Matthew poured every extra dollar into lottery tickets. He was convinced his big win was coming, so much so that his wife packed her bags, gave him one final look of disappointment, and left him with nothing but his tin box of losing tickets. But today was different. Today was the day Matthew's life would change forever, or so he thought. It was a bright Saturday morning when Matthew groggily peeled his face off his couch. His head throbbed like a drum solo at a rock concert. The television was still on from the night before, the volume way too high for his delicate, hangover-ridden brain. There! The lottery show was on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winning number for this week's jackpot is 999. Matthew's eyes widened. His heart pounded. He froze. Could it be? Could this actually be happening? Like a man possessed, he scrambled off the couch, tripping over a half-empty bag of chips, and lunged for his tin box of tickets. He rifled through them, hands shaking. And then, there it was. 999. For a second, his brain stopped working. Then it went into overdrive. His problems were over. No more spreadsheets, no more budget meetings, no more, Matthew, where's that report? No more pathetic Chris trying to steal his promotion. And best of all, no more ramen dinners and discount beer. Matthew lost it. Yes, suck it world. I'm rich. He did a victory lap around his tiny apartment, nearly knocking over his only standing lamp. He kissed the wall, hugged his broken coffee maker, and did a little dance that, frankly, should never be seen by human eyes. But this wasn't enough. No, he had to let the world know. He grabbed his phone and, with fingers trembling from excitement and mild dehydration, dialed the number on the screen. Hello, this is Matthew Englewood, your newest millionaire. I won. The voice on the other end sounded equally excited. Congratulations, Mr. Englewood. That's fantastic news. Can you show us the ticket on a video call for verification? Matthew beamed. You bet your jackpot winning behind I can. He switched to FaceTime, holding up his ticket proudly. The lottery representative gasped. Oh, wow, yes, that's the winning number. 999. You need to come to our office right away so we can process your prize. Matthew could have passed out. This was real. It was happening. He sprinted to the bathroom. Because, let's be honest, he looked like a swamp monster. A quick shower, a clean shirt, well, cleaner than the others, and he was ready to go. In the taxi, he realized he had some phone calls to make. First stop, his boss, Scott. Scott, a handsome blonde with a permanent stress wrinkle on his forehead, answered the phone with a sigh. What now, Matthew? Matthew grinned. You know what, Scott? You can go to hell. Excuse me? I quit. I don't need your stupid promotion. I don't need your boring meetings. I don't need anything from you because I'm 100 times richer than you. Scott, stunned into silence, finally found his voice. Matthew, I was actually about to call you today. I recommended you for the promotion. The board approved it. Silence. For a brief second, Matthew's brain did the math. Then his ego kicked it off a cliff. Well, guess what? You can take that promotion and give it to Chris or shove it up your corporate behind because I'm rich, Scott. Rich. Goodbye, peasant. He hung up. Matthew laughed maniacally. Life was good. Life was perfect. Now, for his ex-wife. He called. It rang. And rang. And rang. No answer. You're lost, sweetheart, he muttered, smugly tucking his phone away. The cab pulled up to the lottery office, and Matthew strode in like a king. The room was filled with cameras. The president of the lottery company himself was waiting. Mr. Englewood, congratulations. May we see the winning ticket one more time before we hand over your prize. Matthew smirked. Of course. Get ready to change my life. He handed over the ticket. The president took it, paused, squinted, tilted his head. Then he flipped it over. Silence. Then, the words that shattered Matthew's soul into a million pieces. Mr. Englewood, this is 666, not 999. Matthew blinked. What? The president showed him the ticket. It was upside down. He had held it upside down. On the phone, on FaceTime, just now. The whole time. The number was never 999. It was 666. A slow, soul-crushing realization hit him like a freight train. Oh, my God. The president cleared his throat awkwardly. We're very sorry, Mr. Englewood, but you didn't win. Matthew stood there. No money. No wife. No job. And worst of all, Chris was probably getting his promotion. Matthew stumbled out of the office like a man who had just watched his entire life burn to the ground. His phone rang. It was Scott. Hello? Matthew answered, his voice weak. So about that promotion? Scott began. Yes. Yeah, I gave it to Chris. Click. Matthew let out the saddest sigh in human history. And that, my friends, is how one man ruined his entire life in 45 minutes. So, what do you think? Should Matthew grovel and try to get his job back? Or is he doomed to a lifetime of regret and discount ramen? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you ever win the lottery, make sure to double check the numbers first. Like, subscribe, and don't be like Matthew.